In the first part of this series, we are going to focus on Linux system information commands. And with these commands, they will be able to provide information about hardware, software, and configuration element for your system. So as a system administrator or a ethical hacker, these commands are very important when it comes to knowing more about your system and to gather information about your system. So the first command I want us to look at is the uname command. And with the uname command, it displays Linux system information. So we can just say uname. You can see it's telling us it's a Linux operating system. But what if we want to get more information? Okay, so you can say uname -a. And with that, it will be able to display your Linux system information. You can see we get more information compared to the first part. So you can see we are running Kali 6.12.38 Kali and AMD 64, okay, and all that information. What about if you want to get the kernel release version information? So you just say uname, then -r, and you can get the kernel version information. You can see there we have it. So the next command I want us to look at, I want us to see the current version or the OS version that is running on our system. To do that, we usually have a file located in the etc directory that is called OS releases. And with that, you can see we're able to get more information about the operating system that we are running. You can see we are in Kali Linux rolling, and you can see the version ID, then you can see the version code name and all this other information here. The other command I want us to look at, I want us to see the uptime of our system. How long has our system been running? So you can say uptime, and you can see our system has been running for 8 minutes. So that command is used to check how long your system has been running. Then the other command I want us to look at is the hostname command, whereby it will be able to show us the system hostname. So hostname, and you can see it's called Kali. So the hostname is the name in which other devices will identify your device as. Is the name of your device when it connects to the network or your home network, and what names with other devices see it as. Okay, so they are going to see it as Kali. So if you have another device, let's say an iPhone device, it's going to show an iPhone, then maybe the version of iPhone that you're using. If it's an Android device, it's going to maybe write the name of that Android device. So that's what the host name is. What if I want to see the IP address of that host name? I can just add an hyphen, then and you can see it's giving us this particular IP address. So this IP address is called the loopback address. But if I use capital I get the IPv4 address. So the loopback address is an IP address that is used to test connectivity on your machine. So we'll talk about this later when we come to networking. The other command I want us to look at, when was the last time this machine was rebooted. Okay, so we want to check the reboot history. Okay, last reboot is the command, and you can see this is the time when it was last rebooted. That is the reboot history. And the other one is to check for the current date. You can see that is my current date and time based on my location. If you want to view the calendar, I can just say cal, and okay, it's not installed, so I'm going to install it. You can also view your current month calendar on your terminal using this particular command. So you just type cal and you'll be able to see the month that we are currently on your terminal. What if you want to check which particular user is logged in or which particular user is currently using the system? You just type W, and you are going to see that this current user is the one that is using our system. So the name of our user is Kali because we are using Kali Linux on a VMware machine, and the default user is usually Kali. I'm going to show you how to create other users later. Then if you want to check the maybe user who is logged in, can say who am I, or to check your current user, we use the whoami command, and you can see we are user Kali. So that is the first part of our Linux series, and see you in the next video. Peace.